Good evening. This is an analysis of the lyrics of the song The Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson. This song is the closing song in the album In the Court of the Crimson King, which is King Crimson's debut album. As a goal, this song ties in various themes and ideas discussed throughout the rest of the album and still manages to tell a very interesting story that, like many good pieces of media, can be interpreted in many ways. There's a base metaphor around the whole song, which is intrinsic to understanding the the idea that the song wants to present. The whole idea is around a Crimson King or the Crimson King and his court. The Crimson King can definitely be seen as a metaphor for the powerful, for strong leaders, or even for people of great fame, people that are considered idols, even as broadly considered as people with great pleasures and people that have not necessarily great pleasures, like humble pleasures, but people with great uh, like monetary, with a lot of power, and from that they can get pleasure out of that. Since this can be seen in how the Crimson King has people singing for him, a juggler, people dancing in his court, and he definitely has a lavish life. So yeah, uh, the whole song describes the court and the kingdom around it, and it has a melancholic tone, but it's mostly presented on in how it's written. But it takes a more unsettling uh, tone at in the last verse of the song, of this four verse song. This is because the last few lines say, "The yellow jester does not play, but gently pulls the strings, and smiles as the puppets dance in the court of the Crimson King." First of all, this line can be seen as unsettling because, of course, it's saying that the people in the court, the people dancing in the court, the people having a jolly time in the court, are being controlled by only one person. Of course, this control means that it can be seen as that the court is a facade for the real power. And then what makes it even more unsettling is that that power behind it all is described as a yellow jester. Of course, it's made to compare the King Crimson, um, but King Crimson even sounds imposing, but yellow jester, you think of a fool, and it's definitely unsettling how they mention that a fool is controlling everything. Also, something interesting that they describe in the song is how they always repeat the lyric "in the court of the Crimson King" at the end of each verse, which can definitely be a reference to how certain people and certain societies revolve only around one person, maybe because of their power. And considering this person is the jester, actually, it can be seen how even if some people seem powerful, they're jokes basically. And this ties into to the song Epitaph, which covers the lyrics, "The fate of all mankind I see is in the hands of fool," which definitely the last song sets that we're heading to a dark future, led by people who don't know what they're doing. This song and these lyrics have a lot of meaning and can really be seen the the different ways it can be interpreted. It's riddled with metaphors in a very interesting way, and definitely could spend a lot of time analyzing it. It definitely completes its purpose to tell a very interesting story with very beautiful language, and still present us with something to think about, not only in this song but throughout the whole album. And it's definitely a piece of work that will be remembered for a long time.